What up? What up? So we are in a time where we're supposed to be unlocking our power at the greatest level. It's March. Um, yeah, it's March. I don't know what day it is, right? But March is the third month. You know what I'm saying? So that Trinity energy is high. That high power in you. You know what I'm saying? To visualize, to create within your mind, within your scope of reality. Everything is about you. Everything outside of you doesn't matter. Whatever you can visualize for yourself, whatever you can picture for yourself, that's what you need to be bringing into your reality. It doesn't matter who likes it or who doesn't. They have this book, The Courage to Be Disliked. So when we walking in this world based off of coming from a religious mindset or school or even working jobs, you know what I'm saying, always having a supervisor, we go about life trying to appease somebody, trying to be what somebody else want us to be. We gotta listen to rules. They tell you in school, raise your hand before you speak. They tell you in the church that you have to wait on God to do it, wait on Jesus to do it. But in reality, it's time to wake up and realize that we are the divine creators. We are the divine sparks. And we see so many people at the top running their shit. And we wonder like how they get there. How is that fair? How did they manage to make it out? It's simple. They saw what they wanted for their life and they didn't take no for an answer. So many of us take no for an answer because we like, I don't think that's possible. Or this is the only life I've known for myself. But in reality, you're gonna continue to know that life if you never picture anything different, right? So for myself, taking the time to sit in meditation, an hour, hour and a half, and really put my mind to use, you know what I'm saying? We have all this creative energy. If you don't put it to the higher centers, your highest chakras, whatever, it's gonna be rooted in your lower centers. And that's gonna keep producing survival. Um, what is it? It's gonna keep producing situations where you in survival mode, where you panicky, where you don't have enough, where you this and this and that. Instead, push it up your body, push it into your heart. Get in alignment. Your heart and your mind gotta be in alignment. Push it into your mind and eject that energy out through your imagination. And understand that whatever you see in your mind is reality. This is a reality that exists on a higher timeline, in a different dimension, a fourth dimension, right? Because after I come out of a meditation, visualizing what I want for myself, it's like that image does not disappear. I can continuously see that image all day. It's like that person exists now. You know what I'm saying? That person exists in a world of its own. And it's just a matter of time before my particles adapt to that environment. So when you're doing a creative visualization, what you're doing is pulling in that cosmic energy and creating quantum momentum through your pineal gland, which vibrates. And it pulls in more light, more particles. And what matter does is it solidifies and becomes dense around that version of reality, right? Because we are light bodies trapped in a light prison. So the more you speed up your particles, the faster you're able to make your physical reality shift around and become a new version of yourself. So when they say becoming your higher self or the best version of yourself, all it is transforming what you see in front of you, because this is nothing but pictures, right? Like on a slideshow, reality is not solid. We think it's solid because we live on such a low vibration normally. We eat such heavy foods. We hang around people with such heavy energy, you know what I'm saying? Such heavy information is being bombarded on us. All of these things being put into our body that are genetically modified. These nanotechnologies, all these things like this are what cause you to think on a certain level. Even down to parasites. These entities have you visualizing what they want you to visualize, which is sickness, death, destruction. Simple. Go back to being in the Godhead. Go back to being in your creative power. That's it. Everything you want in life is possible because we live in a multidimensional reality. There's enough people to exist in each version of any possible reality. Think about that. That's 7 billion people, well, 7.5 billion estimation. That means that there's somebody in the world that's going to be on your same frequency, that's going to want the same thing you want, that's going to desire your life in the same way that you see it. And because of that, that means that you can create something to sustain yourself based on interacting with those like-minded people. But it only comes when we begin to get clear on what we want, get clear on what we see for our own life, get clear on what we want to be in that future, right? Because if you don't see anything for the future, you're just going to end up in the same place that you are now. It's not going to change on its own. Once you, so they have a master teacher called C. Freeman L., and he give this quote: the psychological assumption automatically provides the means to fulfill the dream desire. If you hold it in your mind, reality have no choice but to shift, because this is the projection. The inner world is the real world. So take everything from outside of you and use it to create in the inner world, to heighten your ability to visualize. You know what I'm saying? Use these symbols, these emblems, the car you want, the job you want, use it to create it in a circumstance that you want within your mind, and it's going to manifest on the outside. This is the time because the energy's so high. Everybody talking about this eclipse that's happening, but that eclipse is going to bring in more psychic energy for you to push forward your manifestations.